Hey, what's up? This is Pat, and welcome to Auto Worx. I started working on cars in my mom's driveway, and I would advertise on Craigslist, anything that I could afford to advertise. It was a lot of word of mouth. You know, I made a couple of t-shirt designs, business cards, things like that, you know, like you would do normally. But I didn't have a business degree. I didn't really care about school. I barely made it through, 12 years of public school, just because it's just not me. Like, I'm not into that stuff, And I wasn't really into cars. Like, I didn't really get into cars until I was like 16, and I didn't think that this is what I was going to do for my living, but I just love working on cars. I liked it, and so my progression obviously grew because it was something that I loved to do. So like, the more I did it, the better I got. And so I just started advertising, and people started coming in, and the word of mouth, like, it just started growing, right? So eventually, like, my customers that were coming to my mom's driveway, they were like, dude, when are you gonna get your own shop? Like, you're like completely outgrown here, and you're working on cars out in the rain or in the snow or whatever it was. I figured out a way to, make it happen. So eventually, like, I just started looking on Craigslist where I was advertising for automotive repair, and like, I looked under like storage, and I found this shop over on Troost, and so I like moved over there, 56th and Troost, and my mom was like kind of concerned, her son's moving out of the driveway to move to Troost and work on cars, like, I mean, that's a heck of a dream. And but I wasn't really doing it, like, I was just doing it because it was fun. I wasn't doing it to run a business. When I opened the shop on Troost, it was called Auto Worx, and it was just a fun place to hang out. Like, I had skate ramps in there, and like, I would have like metal shows, like live concerts, just to get like people coming in the door. Like, that's all I cared about, was having people, like, find out about me and see what I was doing. I had a trampoline on the roof, and I actually lived there for a little while, so. And so then what that did was, like, being down, that's like pretty much downtown, so like, I got a lot more clientele. One day, one of my buddies came to me that I knew through the tattoo industry, and he's like, hey, like, I found this spot over on Southwest Boulevard, and I think that you should give it a shot. And so like, we went over here and we looked at it. We looked at the space that we're in now, and like, I was blown away. Like, it took what I was doing, having a good time and having fun on a daily basis, up a whole bunch of notches. It's like, now this is like, this is your profession now. Like, before, when I was small like that, like, I had a business license and I was doing things the right way, but it wasn't serious. Like, I was still having a good time. I woke up whenever I wanted, went to sleep whenever I wanted, and just had a good time. And then like, when Southwest Boulevard came along, it was like, whoa, dude, like, you got to step up, and it's time to be a business owner, and you got to be serious. So that's what happened. That was 7 years ago, and we're still rocking it. So I guess we're doing something right. This location's super tight. Like, the Crossroads is awesome. It's super upcoming. There's a lot of really cool people down here. It's like our niche market, and we just have a really good time being in the Crossroads. Like, it kind of like brings like a sort of a artistic feeling to automotive repair, and my techs and I, we basically feel it, every day. Like, just being down here and being in this environment makes you just want to try harder and just do better, do a better job. KC Auto Worx is primarily an automotive repair facility. Like, we specialize and we focus on your daily driving cars, like your Volkswagens, your Hondas, your Toyotas, you know, cars like that. We are passionate about what we do, and so like working on hot rods and working on cool cars is just part of it. However, we definitely like working on hot rods, you know, after hours, or, you know, when the shop doors are closed. It's definitely not something that we want to specialize in. So since then, I've met a lot of crazy people, a lot of cool people, and it's just, we've been growing like crazy, and it's been really awesome. I think just the fact that we're real, like, is a real automotive shop. We're passionate about what we do, and that's what drives us, is our passion. Like, we just want to do better on every single car, and, you know, I think it shows in our work. All I wanted to do really was work on cars, you know, and I found this, you know, just being able to work on cars and make people happy, and like, I found that like the prices that I was charging was like way cheaper than anywhere else, and it was like, as long as I was doing a good job, it really, I don't know, like, it just kept growing. Like, that's what's so awesome about this, is like, the better that you do, the better that I do as a business owner, the better the whole shop does. In the future, you know, I just want to improve. Like, this place has been constant improvement for the last 7 years. Like, I've just been trying. Everything that I do is to improve, like, the way the customer interaction, the way that the technicians feel in the space, like, just the environment. Like, I just want to keep doing better constantly. And what that leads to is, like, I'd love to have another location. I'd love to get out to Brookside or like Waldo or something like that, you know, where we can just expand the KC Auto Worx name and the feeling that you get when you're here. I just want to say thanks to Kansas City, you know, for like supporting me and supporting my dream, and supporting the dream of all my employees that work here. You know, like, we're very passionate about what we do, and we love it on a daily basis, and we want to continue to do that. Thank you to Kansas City for like just supporting me and supporting my dream. It's cool. So I've built a pretty popular car. It's a 1954 Chevy Bel Air. It originally started out as a 210, and it was completely rusted. I bought it for $800, and I built it right here on the shop floor, and now it's like world renowned. People want to buy it all the time from me, but I don't want to sell it. My daughter and I have way too much fun in it, so.
you need, you think will last. But whatever you wish to keep, you better grab it fast. Yonder stands your orphan with his gun, crying like a fire in the sun. Look out, baby, the saints are coming through, and it's all over now, baby blue. The highway is for gamblers, better use your sense. Take what you have gathered from coincidence. The empty-handed painter from your streets is drawing crazy patterns on your sheets. The sky too is falling over you, and it's all over now, baby blue. Leave your stepping stones behind. There's something that calls for you. Forget the debt you've left, that will not follow you. Your lover has just walked through the door, has taken off his blankets from the floor. The carpet too is rolling over you, and it's all over now,